So I might have lied to you guys.
There's three keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all three to do this disc sport.
What is up, guys? We're out at Rose Park in Bozeman, Montana. This course, I don't know how I feel about it so far. Doesn't look great, much like the Trilogy brand. I've gone on record many times slandering Trilogy, saying that they have no good molds. MVP discs fly different than Innova. Discraft flies different than Innova. Trilogy flies worse than all the other companies. We all know the only thing keeping them afloat is Kristen Tatar and Matteo. But today, that might change, because there's one Trilogy disc that has kind of come in and out of my bag over the years, and I've always thought of it as really one of the best mid-ranges on the market, and as of the last month or so, it's been back in the bag. And that disc is the Dynamic Discs Lucid Verdict. Now, this Verdict is pretty old. I think I got it when I was in high school, maybe in like 2014, 2015. So it's got some years on it. But the Verdict, if you don't know, is kind of like a Buzz, but feels much better in the hand, in my opinion. If you're familiar with the Dynamic Discs Truth, it's basically like the big brother to the Truth. A little bit more stable, probably a little bit more speed. It is a good disc made by Dynamic Discs. Minnesota slide. Oh, can't believe those stuck. These baskets have seen some days. So I'm not gonna lie, I have not thrown a modern day Verdict. I have this one, and I do have another one that's basically identical, but orange, but it's currently at Alex's house back in Minnesota because I let Terry borrow it, and I kind of regret it because now I don't have it with me on the road. The Dynamic Discs Lucid Verdict. If you can see the profile, hopefully it shows halfway decent here. Low profile mid-range, kind of a micro bead, but for me, it fits perfectly in the forehand grip, fits perfectly in the backhand grip, and it's also kind of the stability between, for me, less stable than the Ultra and more stable than like a brand new stable Buzz SS. So if you know me, you know the forehand mid-range is probably one of my most favorite shots, and the Verdict fits that slot perfectly right below the Ultra. I'll throw the Ultra here first. See, nice and stable, consistent. And now hopefully if I don't fuck this up, the Verdict will flip up a little more. Not the best throw, but you can see how it kind of flips up to flat, still has a little bit of a finish. So the Verdict was actually one of the first ever mid-ranges that I was able to forehand. I haven't always been able to flick like the Buzz SS style discs. I didn't quite have the touch back in the day, but the Verdict was a disc that felt very good in the hand, but also had that consistent stability to where you didn't have to have like perfect form to throw it good. It had enough stability to kind of hide a few flaws. You couldn't be trash and throw it, but overall, one of the better forehand mid-ranges in the game, I think. Guys, I recently learned that most of putting is just like thinking it's gonna go in, and then it'll just go in. It doesn't really matter what you do, but if you actually just like extend and just say, go in, they go in more often. Crazy. The Lucid Verdict, to me, it comes in and out of the bag, like I was saying, throughout the years, like constantly. And it's always that disc where every time it's not in the bag, I know I'm never gonna get rid of it. I know I'm never gonna trade it away because I know it's such a good disc. And then every time I put it in the bag, I always say to my friends, I'm like, why do I ever take this disc out of the bag? Because I throw it so well. And then what do a month later? I take it out of the bag. I don't really know why, but this is me saying the Lucid Verdict is no longer coming out of the bag. So one of the best parts about the Verdict is I kind of think it's a 5-speed. The numbers are 5, 4, 0, 3.5, which I think is relatively true, but you could almost consider the Verdict to be like sort of like a 5.5 speed, maybe almost falls into that like 6-speed category, because when it comes to the furthest flying mid-ranges on the market, not really like for the straighter flying ones, but the ones that are actually gonna hook up at the end, I think the Verdict pretty much takes that spot. Wide open hole here. What do we got? 354. I'm gonna try and smack this one out there. Absolute beauty, but still so much like consistent fade. I don't personally like the feel of the Buzz, I love the Buzz SS, obviously, but I'm always looking for that disc that's like more stable than the stable runs of Buzz SS's and less stable than the Ultra. And I always try new frisbees, try and find that slot, nothing ever fits, and then because I'm an idiot, I don't just go grab the Verdict and put it back in the bag, and then I just throw this thing, and I'm like, it's so good. To be honest, it might not be very useful for like a lower level amateur player because the stability on it might for you just act like an overstable mid-range where it doesn't really get the full flight out of it. I think if you're a player who throws, you know, maybe at least 375, maybe more in like the low 400s, I think this disc for you could be like a mid-range slot that you don't even know you're missing, but you're probably missing. So just on a smooth hyzer, we're probably 4 feet deep, 354 here. So pretty much like a 360 hyzer with the Verdict. I am so surprised that didn't spit. What has come over me? I love this game. All right, so this hole I think is a par 4 based on UDisc, but I can't actually see the basket. I'm gonna try and just blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna try and just I'm gonna try and just show you guys a beautiful little flip up. What the why is there's so many damn noises, guys? They're like the half of this course is under construction. This car's squeaking. Need some WD-40 on them wheels. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna flick the shit out of this Verdict and show you how it flies. Check this out. Oh God, that was so bad. Cut. All right, guys, I'm just gonna flick the shit out of this thing, show you how it flies. Yeah. Get down. All right, stalled up in the headwind. Cut. There it is. Yup. He's cracked. Nerdy on the greens. Class is in session. Paula, look, show your face. Show your face. Show your face. Yep. No more missed putts. We're getting nerdy out here. Summer's over. School's almost back. Get out your fucking ballpoints. Take some damn notes. This is the Frisbee Club. Look at that, death putt. I didn't even give a shit. Cheers, guys. Have you guys seen Dang It's Wayne on YouTube? Go check him out. Go check out his food reviews. All right, guys, I'm just gonna flick the shit out of this Verdict, show you how it flies. Okay, I finally did it good. Yeah, that's perfect. That's how you put it under the basket. So what you do is you just flick your hand, let the Frisbee fly. It goes under the basket, tapping your birdie. It's pretty easy. So this hole, I think was like 338, maybe something like that. So for the Verdict, that's like just a perfect little flip up forehand. Oh God, guys. He lost it. He lost it. He had it for a few holes and he lost it. Oh yeah, also I was lying. That last hole was only like 310. But still, just a beautiful little forehand hyzer. We're gonna go with just a nice flex on this. Just kind of show off the torque resistance a little bit. And by flex, I mean just a dead straight laser beam park job under the basket peach for 2. I know I said it in the last video, but when I think I'm gonna release on anhyzer, what that really means is I'm just gonna release on just barely any hyzer. So like, that's my anhyzer. All right, guys, I went a little deep, not gonna lie. What? What do you mean? Get out of here! Player 2! You know, these actually catch pretty good. Hole 10, 250. We're gonna try and hang a little forehand flicker right over the top here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go in the hole. Just another peach for 2. I'm telling you guys, class is in session. Summer's almost over. Take some notes. What? Are you kidding me? God, player 2 is on fire. You guys thought that this wasn't a peach, but when you're putting like me, anything's a peach. It doesn't really matter where you're at. They all go in. You've probably never seen anyone this excited for player 2 putts, but guys, player 2 to me means I'm actually making the adjustment, not just flailing the putter up in the air, and that's a win for me. You guys have probably never seen me even player 2s make this many putts, but yeah, I'm getting cracked out here. Just a fucking nerd. I think my hat's probably not gonna fit anymore. My head's gonna get too big. All this knowledge. Wide open. Says it's about 328 if I remember right. Little forehand flicker for the peach. Oh, see what you want to do is just kind of warm up the arm here and just flick it like that. That's probably short in the tall grass. I'll bang it though. Guys, Paula's just dying because I'm actually like making putts today, and she's just laughing at me because I'm just having such a good time. We all know how it feels when you're out on the disc golf course and you actually make putts and you're like, wow, this is why I've been playing this game 300 days a year for my whole life, and they finally started to go in, and now it's all paid off for this one video. Guys, who am I kidding? This shot was like perfect. Thought I was in tall grass. Why would I be? God, I love disc golf. Player 1, baby. Have you thrown the verdict? Let me know what you think. I know some of them might not be as stable, some might be more stable. If you have any of these old Lucid verdicts that are preferably flat, let me know, because I'll probably snag them off you. Guys, I just learned something new, so I'm not a big U-disc guy. I've been looking down here, and it's like been changing. I didn't realize up here in the corner, it just tells you the actual distance. This is just how far you are. You probably knew that, but I didn't. 332. We're just gonna go nice Heisa, or should I go with another forehand? What do you think, Paul? Forehand, backhand? Forehand. She just wants to see this flick in action. I see why. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh. All right, that's way short. Never mind, guys. I'll bang the putt. Should probably do a comparison to its closest counterpart, kind of show you the difference in flight. Oh God. Well, that was just a bad throw. But yeah, we'll cut that. So I've been pumping iron in the gym for the last one day, and I'm a little sore. So to be honest, thought I'd be throwing like absolute garbage today, but it's flying decent, feeling all right. Gonna get more jacked than Ezra again, so you know, probably be throwing like 600 soon. Did not realize that this was a raised basket. It's all right. I love these. See, raised baskets are my favorite. Let's fucking go. I love disc golf. It's the greatest day of my life. Fuck the verdict. I'm just titling this the greatest day of my life.
I don't believe it. It's rigged.
I should go on tour. Check this out. Yeah. Guys, next tournament I play, or next league even, I'm gonna run every fucking putt like I'm just jamming them dead center. Not gonna be a little bitch. So I'm either gonna shoot 18 down, or I'm gonna shoot, what's 18 times 18? 36, or not times. I'm gonna shoot 36 over. One or the other. It's either birdies or 3 putts. 482. I think you can see the basket. It's dead straight, but it's on like a kind of like a hill that builds up. So either side you're screwed. I'm gonna try and just smack the shit out of this. Backhand, see how it flies. Oh, I did not put any flatness, no right side, any hyzer. Pretty ass throw, but I'll make the putt. Got like a 120 footer here. Yep, all day. The Dynamic Discs Lucid Verdict. I don't know what their other plastic's called, so we're just talking about that one. I think it's actually one of the better discs on the market. I know Trilogy has a couple halfway decent frisbees. You got the Verdict, you got the Pier. That's it, the Ahti, because Austin throws the Ahti and Matty O throws the Ahti. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
I remember all the drinking Woodford till we drown.
All day. That's what I do. Just make putts.